John,
Yeah.
we had a meeting recently, and I think we agreed that we wanted to talk about recognizing contributions, leadership potential, and work culture. Why is that an interesting topic for you to discuss today?
Uh, it's very important for a company to have a close culture within the company. Yeah, in order to get the best part of everybody inside their works, inside their private lives, of course. Yeah, because
Mm.
growth is not only in business but also in personal life.
Mm. Yeah, and we in our meeting recently, you talked about the importance of seeing the value of each member of the business, including those who are working more behind the scenes and making sure that the company identity isn't solely tied to its leader. What do you think can be done better to highlight the importance of those indirect contributors to a company's success?
It's the success of a company, in my opinion, is not only the ones who are contributing with direct sales. Yeah,
Mm.
I mean the people who are bringing in the money, they can do whatever they want, as long as the back office, the people behind the scenes, are cooperating. If they are not doing the jobs they need to do, then this means that all the sales and all the money that's been brought in has no value at all.
Yeah.
Because these people are just as important as the one who are bringing in direct money.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I think that applies to all industries. Thinking of my own, of recruitment, definitely the salespeople, the recruiters who win the clients get all the glory, but I would be nowhere without a legal team, a payroll team who make sure all the contractors get paid on time. So behind each of these individuals is sort of an army of people behind the scenes that make it happen. Um, so yeah, that really resonates with me. And
Yeah.
you also mentioned that you believe that anyone within the company could rise to the leadership position if they put in effort. I think you said, when the time comes, you'd be happy to step aside if there was someone there ready to take your place. So how does that work in practice? How do you nurture leadership potential within your team?
As we look within our company, everybody is entitled to have their wishes or their wishes to grow, yeah, to promote or to step up, yeah.
Mm.
This is what I also know here. Everybody can come to me and put a proposal on the table, what they think is best for the company or best for their development, and everybody gets a chance for that. Yeah.
Mm.
So the minute they come up with a proposal, it needs to be a proposal, of course, which is realistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the minute they come up with this, then they also have the chance, but they have to put 100% effort in it in order to step up. Yeah. So
Mm.
even the lowest functions within the company can even rise to leadership or head of a department, um, as long as they put their effort in it and stand behind their decisions.
Mm. That's interesting. And I think, in order for people to realize that they have that opportunity in a business, they have to feel comfortable with their manager and coming to you with ideas. How do you think you've made an environment where people do feel comfortable to propose something to you that could really, if they are feeling that they're at the lower position or early on in their career, could be quite an intimidating step? How do you feel like you've given them that platform to come to you?
Yeah, we we always try to keep the environment within the company as open as possible.
Mm,
Yeah, up to a certain level, of course. There is. I am still the owner, but I try to keep this level of confidence towards the people, yeah, as low as possible, so that they really have the possibility to come to me and talk to me about different functions within the company, or when necessary, they can also talk about private things, and this stays
yeah.
within these four walls. We have to make sure that we operate at a friendly level with a certain boundary, of course. Yeah, I mean, they don't need to be my friends, but very good acquaintances.
Yeah.
Uh, and in this case, then they feel free to talk. Yeah,
Mm,
even when it's problems or whatever. Yeah, this is also why we have a daily contact with everybody in order to get ahead
mm.
of problems, of issues, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really important, and I can see that when you're managing someone, of course, you're going to care about the work that they're doing, but when you know them beyond the field of the construction site or the fabrication department, and you know what motivates them as an individual, and you know if something's going on in their home life that could be affecting their work, it allows you to manage them better and have that kind of two-way mutual respect and trust, and ultimately will help you in business as well. I guess that leads nicely. When you are looking for somebody to take on a higher role or another management position within your company, what kind of qualities do you look for in someone to take on that higher role?
They need to have a certain level of knowledge, of course. I
Yeah.
am not in this case. I'm not the easiest one because I try not to do it, but I recognize that I do it sometimes. Yeah, to put them on the same level as I am at this point. It's impossible to compare two people. Yeah.
Mm,
Uh, Also to compare levels of knowledge. Yeah, because there is also a difference in years of experience and so on. What they really have to have a human touch.
mm,
Yeah, this is what I try to push through my whole company. Yeah, that part of humanity towards
yep,
each other. Respect. That's the biggest thing of all. Yeah, respect towards each other. Yeah, you can disagree with each other, and sometimes it can even explode. This is also possible, but as long as you keep the respect and before you leave the room, everything is cleared.
yep,
Yeah, this is very important. You don't have to shout, you don't have to curse, you don't have to do anything. You can have heavy discussions as long as done with respect. Then they also don't lose their respect for you.
mm,
Yeah. These are the main things that they need to know. Yeah, or that they should have. Yeah. Also the empathy to put ourselves in the other one's position. Yeah, in order to understand someone's reason for certain actions.
yeah,
Yeah. As long as they have these things, the rest can be taught and can be learned.
yeah,
Yeah. Knowledge is basically easy to learn. Yeah. Experience you can create. but these are human factors that you have them or you don't have them, and
Yeah.
that's the biggest problem. When you don't have this, then you cannot put yourself in their place, yeah, in order to judge if they are suitable for some positions, yes or no.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There's such a big difference between being someone who's really technically strong and being someone who's able to manage and look after a whole team of diverse individuals from different backgrounds with different beliefs, all of whom it sounds like care very passionately about the project that they're working on, but maybe in different ways. And at times when you're a manager, I suppose you do have to make decisions that aren't going to be popular with everyone, but you have to look at things diplomatically and understand all sides and give everyone the platform and the space to talk. I also remember when we last spoke, you had a colleague with you. So I've met one of your teammates, and you were telling
Yeah.
an interesting interesting story about cultural exchanges and things you've hosted outside of the workplace. Which I guess plays a role into, knowing people beyond what they're doing at work, and you're not best mates, but you should know each other on a personal level. How do you feel like these cultural exchanges and personal connections influence a positive work culture? And what have you personally taken away from these moments?
Um, in our case, yeah, we are working in an international environment. I
Yeah.
mean, this is just fact. Oil, gas, wind energy, and so on. This is all international, so you can work with all kinds of different cultures, different countries, nationalities, and so on. This is also what we do. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it just grew like this. I mean, I'm Dutch. I've got a German company. I've got two U.S. companies. I've got people from the US working with me. I've got people from Syria working with me. I've got Germans working with me. So, and in order to get them all at one level, this means that you have to be open to learn about someone else's culture, his background, especially his background. Uh,
Mm.
where is he coming from? What has happened to him in the past? Yeah, in order to understand how they are. In this case, this colleague that you met, he had a proposal together with his teammate to do a barbecue.
Nice.
Yeah, uh, with food from their own country. Yeah, from Syria. So yeah, these are things, and they want to use the workshop from
Yeah.
our company in order to get everybody together outside of the working hours,
Mm.
and yeah, they are obviously free enough or open enough to ask if they can use the workshop to do this, and it was a nice food, really.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And
Great.
it was a huge amount of food, really. They really put a lot of effort. I mean, they did it, the three of them, and then you get also the culture. I'm not a person who is sitting around and let other people serve me. Yeah, this is
Mm.
something. This is against my raising that I had. But then you get a clash with their culture. They were inviting us in our own company uh,
Mm.
to do this, and we were not allowed to do anything.
You do it wrong.
Oh, yeah, and I have proposed or I have offered my help more than once. They refused it. We were not allowed to do anything in our own company. So this was okay. This is a cultural thing, and
Yeah.
and then I really needed to yeah, to set myself back and
Mm,
yeah, accept what it is
yeah.
when it's
And
hard.
I guess so. But I guess for them, it was such a great opportunity to feel like they had the space to show you something they're really proud of from their culture and
Yeah,
give back to their colleagues and give back to you.
yeah,
But yeah, I think it speaks a lot that they feel that they can come to you and say, can we use our workspace for something, a bit of a party, for something fun?
yeah, of course.
And it's so important.
Yeah,
Um, I wanted to finish with a quote I saw on LinkedIn recently. It's by a fellow Dutchman,
yeah.
Alexander Den Heyer. He said, when I talk to managers, I get the feeling that they are important. When I talk to leaders, I get the feeling that I am important. How do you read that? What do you think is the distinction between leadership and management? I think you've touched on it a bit already, but in your experience, what makes somebody a true leader?
My opinion is a true leader is the one who's helping people to grow.
Mm,
Yeah, um, to show them how things could be done,
yeah.
but to leave more than enough space for them to do it themselves, to make their own failures and successes in order to get to the next level. I mean, a manager. This is not really hard. I mean, I can put my fist on the table and say, this is me. Uh, I am, in my opinion, I'm not important within the company. I'm not yeah, I am maybe the leading factor in the company, but all the other people are doing the jobs.
Mm,
I'm only providing the opportunities for them in order to grow, to do their thing. Yeah. Of course, I keep an eye on it from the from a distance, but they need to have the freedom and the space in order
yeah.
for them to grow. And then you only support them in their growth and not in yeah telling them what to do.
Mm, that's great. Giving someone the space to make mistakes, to get it wrong, to figure it out themselves, and knowing they have the support there along the way.
Yeah, and that's important. They need to think for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we also spoke about artificial intelligence,
Yeah.
where machines or computer programs are thinking for them,
Yeah.
or to write a story for them.
Mm,
For me, it's important that people are figuring out themselves how things work, and only then you will get a natural and a human approach and a human story instead of
mm,
something which has been calculated. And only there you can yeah, they have the room to grow.
mm. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, John. That was
you
great. Really nice to talk to you.
yeah.